American psychic reveals shocking details. Confirms Yu Menglong was locked in a cage and tortured for months. We're starting today's report with some new discoveries uncovered by mainland netizens. Some of the details might be a bit hard for certain viewers to take in, so if you don't believe it, just think of it as a story. Alright, let's dive in. According to commentator Dai Yu, as early as April this year, a man from mainland China predicted on his own show that a male celebrity with 20 million Weibo followers would soon face a major incident. After the Yu Menglong case broke out, that same man went live again, claiming he had heard some inside noise back then. But he didn't know who it was, guessed wrong, and never expected the situation to explode to this scale. Still, what he revealed now stands as one more piece of evidence suggesting that Yu Menglong was indeed the target of a premeditated trap. So what kind of background does Yu Menglong have that could make him a target of such malicious people? We all know Yu Menglong's family lives in Xinjiang. However, according to investigations by mainland netizens, his ancestral home is actually in Jiangsu province. His parents were among the Han Chinese, whom the Chinese Communist Party sent to Xinjiang decades ago to support regional development. They volunteered and were assigned there. Yu Menglong was born in Xinjiang. He carries the high-bridged nose and deep facial features often seen in actors from that region. This, however, may not simply be due to geography. Genetics also play a role, and those genes might be truly ancestral. Here comes the surprising evidence you might not expect. Some netizens have traced Yu Menglong's ancestral roots all the way back to Zhu Yuanzhang, the founding emperor of the Ming dynasty. In one photo comparison circulated online, on the left stands Yu Menglong, and on the right is Zhu Yuanzhang in his youth, a man who was once a monk before rising to power. The portrait bears the note, a precious ancestral portrait worshipped for generations by the Zhu family. Some claim the image was generated by AI, yet when compared to official portraits of Zhu Yuanzhang painted after he became emperor, the resemblance is indeed striking. Netizens didn't stop at appearance. Some went further, suggesting that Yu Menglong might actually carry imperial blood from the Ming royal lineage. During the turbulent transition from the late Ming to the early Qing dynasties, many descendants of the Ming royal family changed their surnames to escape persecution. In areas such as Huai'an and Yangzhou in Jiangsu, many people with the surname Yu have long claimed that their ancestors originally bore the surname Zhu. For instance, Zhu Qizhao, the fourth son of the last Ming Emperor Chongzhen, lived incognito with his wife and children in Jiangnan for over 60 years before being discovered late in the Kangxi reign. Yu Menglong's ancestral home is also in Jiangsu, so when netizens compare him to Zhu Yuanzhang, what they truly mean is that Yu Menglong could be of Ming royal descent. The fortune teller Ma Xian once said on her program that Yu Menglong possessed the destiny of a young emperor, chosen by powerful figures as a sacrificial vessel so they could steal his fate energy to extend their own luck and lifespan. Very sinister indeed. If Yu truly carried Ming royal blood, it would mean the energy within him was extraordinary. And while it should have brought him prosperity, instead it made him a target, turned into a victim used in evil rituals. Now comes an astonishing piece of supporting evidence for this theory. An American clairvoyant named Candace Starr, who has 159,000 subscribers on YouTube, released a video on November 1st describing what she had seen about Yu Menglong. She said she did not know who he was and had never heard of him before. Regarding his death, Candace revealed that about a week, or perhaps 3 days before he passed away, someone gave him a drink, like a very strong tea. There was something in that tea. After drinking it, Yu became drowsy and fell asleep. Then they tied up the already sleeping Yu and locked him up, like an animal in a zoo. Candace said she heard Menglong's original spirit tell her that if he had been conscious, he would have fought those people. She added that his spirit revealed there were a lot of people involved. Too many people knew the truth, but remained silent. This matches the earlier revelations from the mainland man. Yu Menglong's spirit told Candace that in his line of work, Many people in the entertainment industry have experienced things similar to what happened to him. He said his death was also a warning from those people to everyone in that circle. Do not resist, do not expose, do not speak. After that, Candace said she saw blood in a strange setting resembling an old hotel. Inside was a large, dim space filled with scattered items, all abandoned, exuding a chilling darkness. Then she saw human ligaments, human body parts. Menglong's spirit pointed them out and said those were real people. He told her, "They call this art. This is their masterpiece." Candace said they also forced others to take part in this so-called creation of art, but Yu Menglong kept resisting and refused to become these so-called works. Candace concluded by saying that Menglong told her he had endured months of torment before he died. She saw that he wasn't tortured by only one person. There were 2 or 3 who were constantly around him committing these acts. This led to internal bleeding before his death, leaving him gravely ill. At that moment, Candace said she felt the same abdominal pain Yu had. Her stomach hurt intensely. Some netizens noted that what she felt seemed to match the sensation after Menglong's abdomen had been operated on. She also said that Yu Menglong was the chosen one. He was a being of light, a beautiful soul exploited by darkness seeking to harvest his energy. His soul was targeted for a specific reason, for his purity, wisdom, discipline, and spirit of devotion. His soul still lingers in this world, carrying benevolent energy. He will awaken many people. And remarkably, Candace Starr's revelations align with those of British psychic Tai William, who earlier described Yu's imprisonment, torture, and ultimate sacrifice in an evil ritual. According to him, many victims like Yu are still being held there, refusing to submit, enduring unspeakable torture to satisfy the perverse and demonic desires of those evil individuals. The deeper people dig into the death of actor Yu Menglong, the more terrifying the story becomes. And now, another name has resurfaced online: Wang Xiangjun, known to millions as the Tibetan Adventure King. His sudden, suspicious death in 2020 shocked fans across China and sparked months of relentless questioning. Many believe, like Yu Menglong, he was set up and silenced for uncovering something far darker than anyone imagined. Tibetan Adventure King, Wang Xiangjun exposed the CCP's dark secrets and paid with his life. For 7 years, Wang Xiangjun lived alone in the frozen highlands of Tibet, trekking across more than 70 glaciers. His videos captured rare, breathtaking beauty, melting ice fields, sacred mountains, and the fragile balance of nature. His love for the wilderness made him a beloved online figure, with over 4 million followers across platforms. In 2019, he even spoke at the United Nations Climate Change Conference in Madrid, sharing his photos with the world. But 1 year later, that same passion would lead him to his death. According to the official story, Wang accidentally fell into an icy waterfall during a livestream expedition with a companion known as Xiao Zuo and drowned. Authorities ruled out foul play. Yet, almost immediately, nothing added up. The only witness was Xiao Zuo, and his statements kept changing. The clothes Wang wore in the video didn't match his account, and the falling video itself appeared suspiciously edited. Even Wang's father questioned the body that was recovered months later, noting it was taller, lacked hair, and didn't match his son's features. DNA tests were inconsistent, and requests for third-party verification were repeatedly blocked. Then came an even darker revelation. Viewers rewatched Wang's old footage and discovered that he had filmed medical helicopters circling Tibet, one labeled International Medicine, later traced to hospitals in Xi'an and Luoyang. Insiders claimed these aircraft were used to transport human organs. Wang had also spoken publicly about strange disappearances in Tibet's uninhabited zones, entire hiking teams and self-driving tourists who entered the mountains and never returned. He theorized that Tibet might be serving as a vast human organ bank. Wang's footage didn't stop there. He filmed luxury villas hidden among glaciers, allegedly visited by Chinese elites, and even found piles of female students' ID cards being burned, some not fully destroyed, implying mass deaths that no one dared report. He warned his followers never to visit Motuo County in Ningxi, calling it a place filled with poisoners and death. Shortly before his death, Wang's final livestream took a chilling turn. He didn't speak or sell anything, just stared blankly for an hour, whispering, "Help me, help me," as viewers begged him to blink if he was in danger. He blinked repeatedly. Later, another video showed him surrounded by men with northeastern accents, his teeth almost all gone. Netizens compared his case to other celebrity accidents, like Xiao Renliang and Yu Menglong, claiming the same brutal methods had been used. Others left heartbreaking comments. In his final livestream, Wang cried. This was the last tear shed by the Tibetan Adventure King, the Prince of Glaciers, in this world. He must have known what was coming. In that footage, he sobbed uncontrollably, his face twisted in despair, his expression collapsing into hopelessness, a look so painful it made viewers shiver, as if he were struggling to breathe while suffocating in fear. And across the internet, voices of grief echoed. My God, China is terrifying. So many wronged souls vanish without a trace, and yet they still claim China is safe. What a cruel irony. Experts and bloggers suggested Wang may have accidentally exposed a secret organ harvesting operation tied to the Chinese Communist Party's military system. Whistleblowers described underground detention sites in Sichuan and Tibet, caves and abandoned bunkers where the regime allegedly kept homeless people, kidnapped youths, and dissidents as living test subjects. Even more disturbing, recent rumors online claim that a human specimen, believed to be Wang Xiangjun, has appeared at Beijing's Red Brick Art Museum, once again shocking the public. The CCP military's evil experiments. According to the Vision Times, citing insider reports, the Chinese Communist Party's military operates as a closed system, almost completely isolated from the outside world. The torture and abuse inflicted upon detainees are beyond imagination. Acts of severe assault and physical torment have reportedly become routine, carried out under the CCP's cruel and inhumane policies. Between Beijing and the mountains of Hebei, the CCP military has constructed enormous underground cities, luxurious shelters built for the party's top elites to flee to in the event of a national catastrophe. Those engineers and workers who knew the core construction secrets were later silenced and eliminated. As early as 2010, the CCP military proposed a chilling doctrine called biological dominance warfare, officially declaring the integration of biotechnology into its national defense strategy. Military leaders proudly proclaimed, genetic weapons can kill silently, without awareness, without sensation, without knowledge, and without defense. They are cheap, efficient, and capable of large-scale killing. Zhang Shibo, former president of the PL National Defense University, stated that advances in biotechnology could create synthetic pathogens that are more toxic, more contagious, and more resistant. Under the CCP's military-civil fusion policy, biological research became a top priority. The military pushed forward studies into CRISPR-Cas gene editing, the so-called universal genetic scissors, allowing genetic material to be modified in bulk. During a military parade on September 3rd, Xi Jinping reportedly said, "At 70, one is still a child. In the future, humans may live to 150. 7 years ago, researchers from the Academy of Military Medical Sciences partnered with a commercial company called Cool Growth to develop a range of brain-machine interface products based on electroencephalogram (EEG) technology. The project used artificial intelligence to interpret biological signals, exploring the boundaries of human-machine integration. The CCP military's evil technologies are built on the sacrifice of Chinese lives. They engage in live organ harvesting and human experimentation to amass enormous profits. But no matter how advanced their science becomes, it will never withstand the collapse brought by earthquakes, plagues, or natural disasters, nor escape heaven's punishment. In recent days, natural disasters and eerie phenomena have struck mainland China one after another, unfolding alongside a surge of nationwide protests and banners calling for the Chinese Communist Party and Xi Jinping to step down. It is clear that the CCP's crimes have enraged both heaven and humankind. The horrors of live organ harvesting and the plastination of human bodies, crimes unprecedented in all of human history, are now being brought into the light with increasing clarity. Yet as these truths emerge, so too does a deep conviction. Retribution for evil is drawing near. Righteousness will rise again and justice will be restored. But before that day comes, we must stand firm and persevere, sharing the truth and helping more people awaken to it. Let the deaths of Yu Menglong, Wang Xiangjun, and countless other victims serve as a solemn warning to all of us. May people finally recognize the true evil face of the Chinese Communist Party, stay away from it, and choose a better future for themselves. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your perspective. And don't forget to drop this icon in the comments to help us beat the YouTube algorithm. If you found this analysis valuable, please like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss future updates. Thanks for watching. See you next time.